In the Department of Communication and Media, an epidemic of senioritis has overwhelmed the fall 2023 graduates. In the department, the dedicated members of the faculty and staff who educate students are members of an elite squad known as the Student Engagement Committee. They work to document these students' experiences. These are their stories.
I am an online student, so I have not had the opportunity to be in the classroom in a number of years. I started at Lamar in 1980, in the fall of 1980. So throughout the years, this is my coming back. It's all online.
My most memorable experience would have to be when I decided to do the first Spanish interview here at LUTV. And the reason why, it took me a minute to think about what was my most memorable moment here, but I think the reason why I always go back to that interview was because I was so green. I did not know what I was doing. I was very nervous.
Probably a lot of some of the lectures that I've had with classes with Mahalski and intercultural communication. I really enjoyed a lot of those, a lot of the conversations that were had. Definitely learned a lot.
May he rest in peace. Fernando Ramirez was my interviewee. And I just learned so much from that interview. I felt like that was a test to myself as far as, did I really want to do this?
It went smoothly. I had to learn how to maneuver the blackboard and started my email account. And it was challenging at first, but as you progress, then it gets easier. My professors, I would have to say, it was a really great experience.
I think if I had to expand it outside the classroom a little bit, a lot of my sports coverage that I've done has been very fun. A lot of traveling for road games, a lot of good experiences here at Lamar's stadiums. Getting to be on the sidelines for that kind of went along with what I've been doing in the classroom as well.
Writing for Port Arthur News, I got that opportunity through Fernando Ramirez, and they knew that I was writing for the university press here at Lamar, so that's one of the reasons I got the opportunity to do that.
I actually got an email from Andy Coughlin, the director of publications, asking me to do a Super Bowl preview, and then Lamar had hired a new basketball coach around that time as well, so I got to cover that. So they kind of just threw me into the fire. I had very little experience in any kind of media, but I knew that it was what I wanted to do.
Dr. Stanley, Mrs. Stanley, Mr. Coughlin, especially Dr. Springer. They were all very welcoming.
And I enjoyed it because it taught me how to be a good writer. And I wrote success stories on the Hispanic community, and I was at all the events and just learning so many people's stories.
So I got to have some really cool experiences working with them, covering some sports, being on the sidelines at football games, basketball, baseball, whatever it is. Develop a lot of different skills like interviewing and photography.
And they made it not easy for me, but they understood. If I had a situation or if I had a problem, they were very compassionate and understanding.
And that moment, writing for Port Arthur News, definitely showed me how passionate I was in storytelling.
So it's been fun. And then I actually got promoted to sports editor. I believe it was during my junior year, and then I've been managing editor as well.
So I got through it pretty good. I didn't have to bother them very much, but they were always there when I needed some help.
Now I've grown so much that I just look back at that little memory, like it's just a sweet memory, you know, like, oh, you were so green, you were a freshman. So that would be my most memorable moment here at LUTV.
I guess the ways that I've surprised myself is kind of just seeing the growth that I've had over my 3.5 years that I've spent here.
I feel like college, no one really prepares you for college.
The last time I was in college was in 1999. My father had Parkinson's disease, so I had to drop out and help take care of him.
There has been a lot of challenges Being a college student, being a mom, a wife, juggling, work and my school, my education, I've wanted to quit many, many times.
Whenever I came into college, I was a very shy kid. I was not very outspoken in any way. I just kind of kept to myself for the most part.
I started in the fall of 1980, and I could not decide what I wanted to major in. I started off in communications, changed a couple of times, and then life got in the way, I guess you could say. I ended up getting married. I have 2 children, and they're all grown, and they have their bachelor's degrees, their master's degrees, and they're really self-sufficient. So I decided it was my turn to go ahead and finish what I started.
I have a very supportive system, my family, and also I lean on God. So I've been able to just, anytime I always feel like I want to give up or I just can't do something, because there's been many roadblocks.
I decided last fall, it's time for me to take care of me and accomplish the goal that I set for myself.
So over my time here, especially in the comm department, I've gotten more and more involved, and I've kind of seen myself grow into someone that can sit down and I can do an interview with people. I can interview someone else and have a good experience with that and ask questions that matter. And it's easier to talk to people now.
But I never went back. And that's something that has always bothered me all of these years.
And I'm like, this is it. I can't go over this one. And it's like I always pull through, and I thank God for that. So just my resilient attitude.
I had a goal that I set for myself. So I'm really pleased with that aspect of it. And it came not easy, but I was focused and I was interested in the subjects. And that helps a lot when you're trying to reach your goal.
One day I woke up and it was just easier to do, and it felt natural at that point, and I credit that to a lot of the things that I've learned through this program.
And I will be the first person in my family, in my lineage, to ever graduate at this level of education, and that means something. The advice I would give would be,
don't stop.
Get involved and do it early.
Have confidence in yourself to know that you can make it through. Just have that confidence, and don't be afraid to talk to your professors. They're there to help, and they always come out and do whatever is needed to help you.
Don't get discouraged, because you will. And if you do, it's okay. Just get back up.
You have better opportunities here than you would at, say, a big university like University of Houston or a UT. You can get involved from day one, and you can get valuable experience that isn't available to you other places whenever you're young.
Try everything as far as broadcasting, because I was set in, I wanted to be anchor, just to do the the glamour side of things, but I quickly realized that learning everything else, such as, Blackstorm, cameras, just the behind the scenes stuff, right? Learning all that helps you become a better anchor, and it just makes you grow in many different ways, have different skills, right? You don't want to just be like, oh, I only know how to read a teleprompter. No, you want to be able to do everything.
So definitely don't wait.
Like some people do until they're a junior or a senior, and they decide, oh, I should have been involved with the university press, or I should have gone over to the radio station or to the TV station. Get involved from an early age.
Find your people. I think that's the best one, because there's going to be people that don't believe in you, that think you're wasting your time or whatever it may be, but find your little close circle of people, and they'll support you if that's what you want to do.
Keep God first, and He will lead the way for you at all times. Well, in my case, I'm retired. So, as I said, it's a personal goal that I set for myself. So I'm gonna just be really pleased with myself, and I'm gonna bask in the glory and frame that diploma and admire it.
I have a couple of opportunities locally for working in local sports media, and I'm kind of weighing my options on that. But you will see me on the sidelines at some high school games for sure. We'll be in the newspapers for certain.
But my eyes are set on University of Houston to get my master's in marketing. But hopefully that'll be like late fall of 2024.
Hopefully work my way up to something a little bit larger, like an ESPN or CBS Sports.
This past year, I haven't been able to do a lot of the things that I wanted to do. So after I accomplish this goal, then I'll probably travel a lot and just take care of me and enjoy life, because life is short.
If I'd like to go to graduate school and actually be able to teach journalism at the collegiate level one day, because my professors here have had a big impact on my life, and I'd like to be able to do the same for incoming students in the next generation.
You know, I'm really good at networking, really good at what I do as far as, broadcasting, marketing. I own my own marketing company. I'm very involved in the Hispanic community because that's important to me. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm excited.
And it's been a whirlwind, especially coming in during the peak of the COVID-19 pandemic. So college was very, very different whenever I started out to what it is now.
I just wanted to actually thank my family. If it had not been for my family, my children, my sisters, my brothers, and especially my mom, she's my motivation.
LUTV at first I did not love LUTV, but I guess it's because it challenges you. It makes you grow. You think you know everything, you don't.
But I do feel like I have gotten a great college experience. The communication department has been extremely welcoming. My professors have been great.
You get here and there's a lot of tests that you have to pass, and I feel like I passed every single step because I really wanted to be here. I really wanted to do this.
I do want to give a big thank you to Andy Coughlin, to Stephen Malik, Dr. Mahalski, Dr. Stanley, some of those that have had a big impact on me. They've been very welcoming, very easy to work with, and they've made it easy to learn here. So they have really shaped the things that I've done at Lamar, and I really appreciate what they've done for me.
If it wasn't for them, I would not have been able to accomplish everything that I've accomplished so far.
I love the department, and I'll definitely be coming back to show love to the university and to Gordon.
She's 90 years old, and I wanted her to see me walk across the stage with my bachelor's degree.